with Master Chef Warren L. Booker Jr.
Let's see.
Hey, people, that's right. It is time to eat. It is your boy, Master Chef Warren L. Booker Jr. here again for season 3 of the Potluck. This began as an abstract idea. I did not know how long I would do it. I thought I was just doing it through the pandemic. But as you can see, I have longevity and I'm still here. I took a much needed break and I will update you guys next week on that. But in pure celebration, I'm a celebrator, I'm a praiser, and I'm a dancer. In pure celebration, I bought this from Walmart. Hope it works. And it doesn't. Woo, woo, confetti, confetti, confetti. Alrighty, I tried, but this is to celebrate season 3. And that's one thing I like about live, just like on the stage, it may or may not work. But the key thing is how you recover. And I recovered by putting this, who's gonna clean up all this anyway? I'm glad it didn't work. It all fell in one spot. But with that being said, people, in true potluck fashion, I'm gonna keep going. First, I want to thank all of our supporters for the continued support. Please like, tag, and share this video. You can also send some stars now. You help your boy escalate to be a content creator. So if you like to send some stars, please be welcome and feel more than welcome to do so. My summer break is over, as I stated, and I'll be sure to share that recap with you on next week. I have some very special sous chefs with me, the cast of not cast of Passover. I'm kind of retracting the cast of Skeleton Crew. And in true potluck fashion, I'm going to share with you an appetizer. And the appetizer today is as follows. Separation before elevation. You have to let some people and things go so you can go to the next level. Again, separation before elevation requires that you have to let some people and things go so you can go to the next level. Sometimes you got to chunk those deuces. And the Booker Kebab for today is escalators go up and down. It's up to you which one you get on, which one you choose. Again, escalators go up and down. It's up to you which one you get on, which one will you choose. And with that being said, people, I'm getting ready to bring some wonderful, powerful actors and actresses to the potluck table. They're going to bring what they bring. And you know, at the potluck, we eat whatever you bring. However, if your food is nasty, we're going to tell you. And be sure to ask who cooked it and never put any raisins in the potato salad that you bring to the potluck. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up our first guest from Skeleton Crew, which will take place at Pulaski County's Black Box Theater at 3000 West Scenic Drive in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Tickets, the purchase link that we will share and has also shared on my page, and it will run from August 10th through the 13th. We'll talk about that a little more. I want to bring up Taylor LaRon. How are you doing, sir? Welcome to the table again.
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing well. I want to say it's going to be a Pulaski Technical College's Black Box Theater. Okay. I just want to correct that. But I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Now, what did I say?
You said Pulaski County.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I stand corrected. Next, coming to our potluck table is Shanita, aka Rhindi.
Hi.
All righty. Welcome to the potluck, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Indeed. And next, come to the stage is Mr. DeAndre Lewis. Who are you playing?
Oh, I'm the director of the show, sir. So, hey,
director. Director behind your name. Let us know who you are.
I got you.
All righty. Last but not least, let's bring to the busiest man in show business, or act like he's the busiest man in show business that want to be in everybody play, in everybody movie, and has been successful with that thus far. Please welcome to the stage my friend Keith, aka playing the role of Dick.
Hello. Thank you for having us, man.
All righty, and I think like 3rd or 4th time on the potluck table. I mean, at the potluck table, so I'm appreciative to have you back here. As I stated incorrectly, first, Skeleton Crew will be held at Pulaski, Texas, Black Box Theater, located at 3000 West Scenic Drive in North Little Rock, Arkansas. And it starts or it opens August 10th, runs through August 13th. And also, as it relates to tickets, what are the ticket prices and the ticket outlet? Could you guys share that?
It's a link, Central Arkansas Skeleton Crew .com, but tickets are $20.
Slash.
Yes.
Also, to all the viewers, the link is listed on this post and also the previous post when I mentioned that they were coming, the announcement post. So versus giving out some wrong information, just go click that link and it'll take you right there. But make sure that you support. Things are happening big in Arkansas. People are recognizing that Arkansas, we have talent beyond anyone else in the world. So I'm very appreciative of that. And we also have someone else who has just joined. I think she's our stage manager. And she's just looking beautiful back there backstage. We'll go ahead and bring her back to the table. She's sending kisses and everything. She done beat that face. So without further ado, you have that auntie that is real pretty, but she's gonna be late because she had to get herself together. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Monica Bernard, aka stage manager, to the Potluck table.
Hey y'all.
Hey, Monica.
Hey,
I
Mo.
am not late because I was doing makeup. I am late because I had another meeting right before this one, and I had to drop my son off. He's in a show right now.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just like multitasking today.
Okay. And I kind of mentioned everyone's name that is here at the table, but what I want you to do is to actually give us a brief bio of yourself, a brief bio, not the fact that you were born July 5th, 1981. We don't have to go back there, but a brief bio of yourself, and also tell us about your character that you play in Skeleton's Crew in first person. So I want you to be yourself and then switch to your character and tell us about that character in first person. Are the directions clear? Show some sign. All right, blink twice. Okay, all right, so I'll start with Mr. Taylor, if you would please share with us about you and Reggie.
Hi, my name is Taylor LaRon, classically trained theater actor, graduated from Arkansas Tech University in Russellville, Arkansas. I've done independent film. I've done some stage. I've done stage shows like August Steinberg's Miss Julie and Rope and Passover. You can see me. The latest thing that I've done was Lifetime film called Betrayed by My Bridesmaid, and upcoming as a PBS Kids project called Mystery League, and switching to Reggie.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Reggie. My name is Reggie, and I work for a stamping factory in Detroit, automobile stamping factory, and we are getting shut down. And I have to be the one to break that news to my coworkers, my friends, and I'm worried about what's going to happen to them if they don't get the right deal and how I can work something out to make sure that they get covered. And I'm in a rock and a hard place because there's so much going on. I have to be leadership over here, and I also have to look out for the people I came up with, and it's tearing me apart. I got a mother figure working for me. I got a homeboy that we're no longer homeboys with. And I got a homegirl who's welcoming a baby into the world, and I got to make sure everybody walks away with something.
Oh, wow. I like that shift, Taylor. I almost thought it was a different person that popped on, so I like that shift from Taylor to Reggie.
It was I.
It was all right? Look at you. Look at you.
Okay.
All righty, let's hop to Miss Shanita.
Hi, my name is Rhindi White. I have my background, I have a bachelor's of science and management, and I recently received my Arkansas teacher's license in art as well. And I'm currently working as an art teacher, so I'm art as much as I can. I lived in LA almost 10 years, lived in China 2 years, lived in Texas. I did film, short film, had web series, little simple things like that. I moved back here a couple of years ago. I've done Memphis last year. I've done understudy for Clydes and schoolgirls at the Rep and things like that. And my character is very young. I like to think she's pretty smart to be in her early 20s. I feel like she's gotten pretty educated.
Switch the first one.
Oh, yes, yes. So I am playing Shanita. I am pregnant as ever, and I'm very huge. So she's I she's the sweetest thing ever, and she's single. I mean, I am single. I am trying to work my butt off trying to save up because I know I have a baby coming, and then out of nowhere I start falling in love with someone, and he's always loved me low key, and I'm starting to get, starting to feel those same feelings and things like that. And she's working hard. She's purposely working hard overtime and doing everything, extra because she does not want to lose her job. She has a baby coming. She's just trying to live her life right now. No matter what's going on at this factory, she's trying to stay as positive as possible. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, this love interest that you fall in love with, can you tell us, or do we have to wait to come see the show?
Come see the show.
Yeah, come see the show.
You definitely gotta come see the show.
Yeah, come see the show.
I'm telling you that.
Come see the show.
I'm nosy. I want to know, so I got to come see the show.
Yes, please come see it. But I am over the hills in love with someone. Fine, for the first time, basically, like a real love is in my life, and I'm really happy about it, and it's making me happy. So,
were you searching for a real love, or just fell in your lap?
it just fell in my pregnant belly lap. Basically, that's where it fell into. So,
what happened to me? It just fell in my lap. Like, oh Lord, I'm in love.
So, yeah. Thank you, Taylor.
All right, thank you.
I got lost there. So.
Let's move on to Keith.
Okay. Keith, actor, producer, director. I've done some stuff here locally, been on tour, all that jazz. And now I'm producing Skeleton Crew. Woo, woo. So hopefully y'all come out and see it. Switching gears. So basically, I heard the plant finna shut down, right? And I heard they finna start laying off folks one by one, like they did my homeboy plant. But ain't nobody saying nothing. So what's up? What's up, Warren? Like, what's up? I mean, we ain't talking about no what the service deals at. I mean, what the health coverage deals. What's going on, Warren? Like, y'all finna just let us dry and we not gonna get nothing? You feel me? So it's certain people in the play I got problems with. You know what I'm saying? And also, somebody, she looking real good. And she been looking real good for a long time. And I think, you know what? I think I'm going to muster up the courage to, you know what I'm saying, step to her and see what's going on. You deal, Mr. Warren L. Booker. So come to the play and see me and see what I'm going to do and see if I'm going to get my deal. Because, Warren, I got dreams, bruh. I'm trying to start my own shop, you dig? So I need that money. Okay?
I follow you.
All right.
One question. Are y'all going to end up
What
on the
you got?
Maury show? Are y'all going to end up on the Maury show? And are you the father? Never mind. Never mind. Again, I have to come and see the play.
You know what? You got to come see.
I have to come see the play. All right.
You got to come see that.
Okay, so I think those are all the actors and actresses. We do have our stage manager and our director who is here with us. And if you would, either one of you, just give us a synopsis of Skeleton Crew, because it's a very interesting name. Kind of, what we can expect to see once we come.
Okay. It is a play that is set in Detroit of 2008 in a stamping factory. You have this play that is dealt around 3 of the employees there and the manager that is there. But basically, there's rumors, and you find out, well, I'm not going to spoil, but there's rumors that the plant is shutting down. And so you travel along this play dealing with these characters and their fates. It is a play about love. It is a play about loss. It's a play about family. And I hope y'all come out to see it for sure.
Okay, all righty. And Monica, would you like to add something to that or piggyback on what DeAndre shared?
Yeah, to piggyback, like it's definitely a family based dynamic, because we know a lot of us spend more time at the workplace than we do at home. Um, so they definitely have built a family within themselves, as DeAndre said, but also they are individuals and they each have their own story. And their own motivations for preparing for what may be to come. Because as Taylor said, no one knows what's going to happen with this plant, but they see all of the other plants around them shutting down. So they're fearful, um, because that's their livelihood, you know. So I'm excited for you guys to see it. I'm not sure if you made the announcement yet. I know I was a little late, but I will be giving away 2 tickets on your show to
Ooh,
one of your viewers for
okay.
opening night. So if we can get some people to tune in and engage with us, well, yeah, we'll be doing a giveaway tonight.
I'm all about engagement. I'm all about engagement. We have people that are on. Summer Rain is here with us. Victoria Keith, Taji Bunch is here with us. And Stephanie Laster. Stephanie said, "I'm coming. When is it?" And I just told her August 10th and 13th. So, um, thank you so much, all of our viewers, for tuning in. So, I'm going back just a little bit. I had you to introduce your characters as well as yourself, and I switched you to actually talk about your character in first person. Because me as a director, I believe that I must become and connect with that character, whatever character it may be. So I'm just curious, how do you connect? What is the connection between your real self and your character? Or is there a connection at all as it relates to your real life? And anyone can chime
There is.
I knew it was gonna
And
happen.
can you hear me?
in. Yes.
Um, being in their early 20s and pregnant is not my character at all. But when I saw the audition and I saw the script, I knew I could play Shanita incredibly well because there is a little connection when I was younger with the way she acts, minus the pregnant belly. But love did happen, randomly happened. I'm working, hard in LA. It was like I worked at a it was a construction company, but I worked in the office. And so it was a lot of assembly line construction workers and things like that. And I worked like 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift. And overtime was a monster. So I purposely worked overtime all the time just for extra money. I was single at that time and I did find love there. He ain't nothing no more. But I did find love there at one point, but we didn't make it. But it little similarity, so yeah.
Okay. Okay. You have something to pull from because I heard about family, I heard about love, so I know those are storylines which most of us, that are alive can relate to. Can relate to. Anyone
I
else?
think for me, so when we decided to do this show, me and Keith were thinking about doing another show, Top Dog, Underdog, and then um, I don't know. I think it was Keith that brought up Skeleton Crew or something like that. But anyway, we ended up doing Skeleton Crew, and I think DeAndre is the one that placed me and Keith opposite each other as me, Reggie, Keith, Dez, for several reasons, and he had his own reasons. And then I read the show, and as I played Reggie, I've got to learn a couple of things that we have that are similar, and I think we value a lot of the same things: family, doing things the right way, doing right by people, um, caring about people, and how people are affected by your decisions to a strong fault. Reggie was raised by a single mother. For a time in my life, I was raised by a single mother after my parents got divorced. I understand him and Faye's relationship to a point. That but we're very similar in certain ways. Like if Reggie gets pushed too far one way, we kind of see the lion leap out. I'm a Leo. I completely identify with that. So yeah, those are some of the things. And then we have some things that are not similar. Like Reggie is in his late 30s and has a wife and 2 kids. I'm a single male in my late 20s. Like, I don't know, but I understand the importance of going to work every day and making sure that going to work every day and making sure your responsibilities are tight and fighting for something that you believe in to make sure that the people that you take care of are taken care of, and making sure that even if something is on the line, you know, just trying to make sure that it doesn't fall off the line, basically. You know, I understand sacrifice because Reggie makes big sacrifices in this show. He puts a lot of things on the line. And so those are a lot of things that I identify with Reggie. I love the character Reggie. I think he's a dynamic character. He's very three-dimensional. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, so you mentioned some similarities and differences between you and your character. My question to you is those things that you cannot necessarily relate to, how do you, I guess, portray those things, and what methods do you use so you can portray those things and they come off real to an audience?
A couple of different ones. So you have method acting, and you have one that tells you to become, and then you have another method that tells you to use substitution. So in a lot of ways you would use substitution, right? Reggie, without giving too much away, Reggie has his mother, and then he has a mother figure who is his mother's best friend. um but their dynamic is a lot different, and I don't necessarily know that dynamic, but I know a similar dynamic.
Mhm.
I tap into that, right? Um, the idea of having a wife and kids is, or somebody depending on me is a little different, but I have dogs. So if I lose my job, the dogs get no food. So it's substituting. It's just substitution, basically. There are certain scenes that, I mean, there was a scene we did in rehearsal last night, and I think it was said, and I believe it. Last night was the first time I really, really tapped in and got there. Uh, and it was because I honestly really um finally got into a place of substitution that was completely honest for me. And it wasn't, you know, taking myself to a place of being there with a parent or with somebody that I knew. It was more so taking myself to a different place. And I got there. And so that's just what I mean. So substitution, because I can't become Reggie completely, because I don't have all of Reggie's experiences or likeness to his experience, but I do have my own that I can substitute to channel that kind of energy.
Your interpretation.
Mhm.
Love it, love it, love it. Des, I don't know who you're looking at, but I'm right here. Hey, Des. Yeah. We don't talk to other people when we're at the table. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Tell us about your character, if there's any relations, brother, that and what you've done to kind of develop that character.
Dez is I relate to Dez because he has these dreams, these goals he's trying to achieve at such a young age, something I can relate to. And one thing about Dez, I noticed, not saying the other characters have this, but something I know he does not have is fear. Like, he knows what he wants. If something goes south with the plan, all right, I'm gonna find something else. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what me and Des really connect with. He has these dreams at a young age, and he has no fear. And I think for me, that's where the connectivity started. And just, he's a hustler. I feel like I'm a hustler. So I feel like now I'm starting to merge who he is and who I am into one. I think I'm able to translate that on the stage. So yeah,
Okay.
that's Dez. We won.
That's Dez. I don't think you know it or not. You just used a trigger word for me, and that was the word fear. So I think that is actually, it's befitting for what I'm going to go ahead and take. Fear has been, I guess, a part of my week all week long, that word itself. And the acronym that I heard is nothing I made up, and it's false evidence of appearing real. False evidence of appearing real. And Monday, when I woke up and I just got the bright idea, there's something I don't have. I don't have any piercings. Let me go get my ears pierced. So bam, bam, I went and did it. And I was at the mall, and there was a young lady who was standing at the escalator, but she wasn't getting on. And as I looked further, I saw that she had one of the guiding sticks because she was totally blind. So I started to go fast and go to Forever 21, even though I'm 42. And something God said, go over there. So I went by and I was encouraging her, yes, you can do it. You can do it. You've overcome a lot. You're already done seeing, and you're out in the open, dress yourself, you're in this program. And before I know it, there was a crowd of people that were gathered around saying, hey, do it. Even little kids, go ahead. I'm here for you. So long story short, she had a support team, and that was the closest that she had ever got. She got to the point she put out, and she felt the escalator going up, but she could not get the courage and left it on to take her up. So we tried and tried and tried, but she was afraid she would have an anxiety attack. So it didn't happen that day. But I believe that it will happen. But the moral of the story is, and why that resonated with me so much, because oftentimes we operate in fear. And I've always been told, if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. And escalators are in front of us. And escalators go up and down. But in this instance, she was on the up phase. But we don't have the faith to step out there so he can take us up. It's already going up, but it's going without us because we haven't taken the step that we need to take in order for us to be elevated, escalated, or whatever you want to call that. So I wasn't planning on sharing that, but you said fear, and that was a trigger word for me. So that person that may be listening, Roxanne, Kayla, Tatiana, Stephanie, Sierra, our choreographer, my cousin Nashia, step out there. Go get it like Mary said, get it. So you can be elevated. But remember, escalator also goes down. So you don't want to step on that one that's going down. So, all right. So back to Skeleton Crew. I'm sorry I had to get that out. I took host privileges and had to minister just a little bit. So
ain't nothing wrong with that. Let them use you. Take your time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, not too much time because I'm hungry. And we don't eat real food here at the Potluck. Now, Keith, one time you were on, we actually did eat because I think we had a steak or something like that. Yeah. So
I did a steak. Yeah, I did a steak. I think potatoes.
Yeah, I'm honestly hungry today. So we talked about the characters, so on and so forth, and me being an actor, producer, so on and so forth myself. I want you guys to share with us all of the hard work and behind the scenes stuff and the sacrifices that go into putting on a production of such magnitude. Anyone can chime in.
I mean, it's not easy because we all have jobs, one of our awesome cast members get off at 6:30, rehearsals are like 3 hours, but it's going to go longer. We all have families and children and things like that. So, we knew what we were getting into before we did this, but we're a passionate group and we want to do this. We want to entertain and things like that. So, it's not easy for a lot of us. And, some people drive pretty far, to get to rehearsals. I'm no different, so yeah.
And I'm nosy, like, where is that person driving from?
Some people I'm driving from downtown. Some people are driving from Jacksonville. These are very director. He is. So we want to do this. So this is things that we want to do and we love to do. So we're making sacrifices for that. And people have, kids, it's dinner time. People leave during dinner times and things like that. So we are missing out on certain events with our families because it's getting down to the wire now. Like tech is around the corner. We really can't be missing anything now, no matter what, so yeah.
Right. Anyone else want to chime in? Any sacrifices or what does it take to put on a show of this magnitude?
And for context, when she's talking about those long drives, like the reason it's far from downtown because our rehearsal space is all the way out there on Cantrell, like West Little Rock, deep out in. So I just don't want anybody thinking like she's thinking she say downtown and they're like, where y'all rehearsing it? But we're like all the way out there. But we are rehearsing in the evening. So imagine going to work and then you get off from work and you come straight to rehearsal. You're in rehearsal till 8 or 9 o'clock in the 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And then Saturdays in the evening, Sundays in the evening. Like, to put it in context, there was a funeral in my family. I went to the funeral during the day, but they had the burial and the repast was out in Clarendon. So I didn't go to the burial or the repast because the drive out to Clarendon in the family car, I would not have been back in time for rehearsal. So I didn't go with them. I ended up just coming to just spending the rest of my day solo dolo until rehearsal, doing rehearsal, and then going to see hanging out with people afterwards, and then the next day come on to rehearsal and do all of that, but not really, and then turn around and do rehearsal on Monday. And so you sacrifice certain time with certain people, you sacrifice personal things, but it's only when you think about the grand scheme of things, it's a short period of time for a great amount of glory. We're all in this together doing something that we believe in, and we're telling a great story. And the things that we sacrificed, we'll get them back, because once the show is done and it's wrapped up and it's packed up and we put that bow on it, once we've struck the stage, when it's over, and then we're all back to being, I hate to say it, but gypsies, and we're all looking for the next job. We're all auditioning for the next job, and we going from pillar to post to figure out what the next thing is. So it's something that if this is what you want to do, you do it because it's work. It's soul work. It's feeding our souls. So the sacrifice is not a great sacrifice, It's not a stressful sacrifice.
It's worth the sacrifice.
Very.
And I asked that because, you said again?
I said, there you go. It's worth the sacrifice.
It's worth the sacrifice. I asked that because some people, I know that you guys are professional actors and actresses, and even if it's one person in the audience, we're going to give you our best. But that's why it's important that people that are tuning in, they come out, you support. You say there's nothing to do in Arkansas, providing things. So make sure you come out and support. These people have missed weddings, they've missed parties, they've neglected their kids, they've gained weight because they're not cooking until 11 o'clock at night, like I've done doing productions. You're stressed out. It's a lot that goes into it. So by you coming out and you supporting, you letting us know that you gained something, or we touched you, or we moved you, it makes the sacrifice well worth it. So it's just important to do that because these people are putting in hard work. And I know in some instances there's payment, some instances there's not, and there are some instances where there's payment, but it's not a whole lot. But our reward is the experience and the fact that we're touching and we're telling someone's story and we're changing someone's life. So make sure that you come out and support. Stephanie, I saw you say that you're coming. Who is this? Tatiana Coel said, I love to see how much you've grown, Taylor. So proud of you. I don't know if you can see that comment, but she is very proud of you. Where do we go to purchase tickets? And if you will go to my page, you will see a Skeleton Crew, what do you call these things, flyer as such. You will see that here. And there's a link attached to it. You can click that link and you can get your tickets for how much?
$20. If you're a student or military, it's $15.
All right. And don't y'all try to lie and say you've been in the military, you've been on the battlefield for the Lord. That don't count. That does count.
Once. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I have too. That's why I know about it.
I done did that once before.
I have a confession I did it Friday at what's that crab plate? Not crusty.
Y'all better be careful now. Monica is a soldier now. That's former military right there.
Yeah, all right, Stephanie Laster said,
I'm not in my retired business, baby. I'm retired.
He said, done. Does that mean that you purchased your ticket? Let me know. She's been on here. Very communicating. She's bringing a lot to the potluck table. So I heard you guys mention love, family, so on and so forth. And to anyone, and mainly maybe the director or the stage manager, what is your desire for the people, your attendees, to walk away with? What message or messages do you want them to walk away with? What is the theme of Skeleton Crew and what I would take home and can cherish for life?
For me, I would want them to take away that loss does not always equal sadness. Just because someone may lose something doesn't mean they're not gaining something. And you will get that when you come out and see the show. You will understand why I'm saying that. What may be a loss to you is someone else's gain. So I think that would be something I would want them to take away from the show.
Anyone else want to chime in?
I just want to say, listen to the conversations, because everybody has a powerful monologue.
A couple.
Everybody got a couple of powerful monologues, but the scenes, especially like between Reggie and Dez, if you pay attention, I'm not gonna give too much away, but some of that deals with classism, like, you know, just blue collar versus white collar. You know, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but there's a thing right there. So pay attention to the dialogue that's being spoken on stage. That's very important.
Okay. And you mentioned a monologue, and there may be someone watching that doesn't know what a monologue is. So we'll break it down real quick. Don't know these one, and we know what a dialogue is. So this is an instance where only one person is talking. But one of the actors or actresses, what methods do you use to memorize monologues? For some reason, I think these would kind of be long monologues. So what methods do you use to memorize and tell that story effectively and in order?
Repetition. Repetition.
And what method of repetition do you use?
I want Keith to answer this question.
Why?
My ad-lib king. I want Keith to answer this question.
I ad-lib because I tell you what.
Yeah, Keith has fun. That's what it is.
I have so much fun with it. I just ad-lib. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I know it so well. But no, there are certain words that click.
Taylor, why we don't know how to fix our face for these people?
A lie don't care who tells it.
But I mean, it's basically what Taylor said. Repetition, I think is important. Yeah, once you keep doing it, you'll get it down. And I think movement too, blocking helps.
Yes.
Yeah. But repetition, it's certain words that click.
And repetition without acting. And then bring the acting to it after you've learned it. But repetition without acting, like just reading it, like it's regular, like reading it like it's regular dialogue, regular narrative book, whatever, and then going behind that and then adding the flavor as you go. It's like seasoning a soup. You have to add the salt little by little. You do too much, it's gonna be bitter, and you're gonna sit there and look like food.
Right. Do you taste test it when you're fixing the soup?
Little bit. We on the potluck. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta dash. You gotta dab or do you a little bit. Just a little bit of salt here and there. You stir it, taste it, and then you got to do it again. Then we almost there. Okay, then do it again. Oh, it's perfect. That's it.
And Warren, the reason Taylor and I made that face when Keith was like, I know my monologue, I just ad-lib it. We're making that face because he's not lying to y'all. He is not up in line. No. We're like, why are you doing all this ad-lib? You know it. But he gets one thing about Keith, he gets so engrossed in Dez that he becomes Dez. I don't know. Is Dez
becomes
Keith,
him?
Keith becoming Dez, but he don't separate in his performance, right? So he really becomes that person. So when he said that, and I know my monologue, I just be asking, he's not lying. He's not lying.
Gotcha. Stephanie Laster says, y'all, I got my ticket.
Thank you, Stephanie.
And we love to
Thank
see it.
you.
We
Make
love
sure
Stephanie!
you ask to see me, Stephanie, when you get there. Say, hey, Monica said to let her know that Stephanie is here and I'll have something for you.
Wow. Also, let's hear. It was Roxanne Hester stated. She restated what someone stated. Said, "Loss does not equal sadness," and she said that that's a powerful thought. That's a powerful thought.
Here's something that I want them to take away is that even the things you think are guaranteed are not guaranteed. Even the things we believe that we are guaranteed or that we are deserving of, we may not get. Even if it's, you just may not get it. You may not get it.
I agree. Even sometimes, if you're qualified, you get it. You meet all the criteria, but you may not get it.
Yes.
So
That is something that I want them to walk away from. And y'all know what I'm talking about. But even the things you think that you've worked hard for, that you just may not get it.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of a TV. I forgot what TV show it's from. The guy basically states that it is possible to do all of the right things and still lose. That's not unfair. It's life. And so I kind of bounce out that it just sometimes that's what it is. And yeah, I get that. I definitely get that, Taylor, for sure.
Yes.
Y'all better stop preaching at me. I'm gonna break out my piano and my tambourine.
And I feel like with that last statement that DeAndre said, I feel like the character Shanita would feel that way. Would absolutely feel that way. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do. And there's a possibility that I may not get recognized for my greatness. So
yeah, every character kind of shares that, because like Faye shares that as well, being very close to retirement and things like that. So yeah.
And I feel like when you watch the play, you can relate to one of them four characters, either the one that's been there a long time, that's on the way out, the supervisor who has been promoted to supervisor, or who barely even got in. You got the young hustler, and you got somebody else who's pregnant trying to find her way through. So I think
barely got in.
One of the.
What you mean barely got in?
Tell him, Rich.
That's what I'm saying. What you talking about? Barely got in.
Well, I mean, I don't want to give too much away, but I don't want to give too much away, but
yes,
I don't want to give too much away, but he doesn't have a. No, I was just saying because he doesn't have a high school diploma, so I wasn't giving too much away.
This is what Monica mean by he be Dez, but that's what I mean by Dez becomes Keith.
No, I don't want to tell the audience, but he doesn't.
Absolutely.
Warren, all I'm saying is, Warren, he barely got in because he don't have a diploma. So you know what I'm saying? Like she slid under there and she got him in. That's all. Continue.
And Dad's gonna let him know every chance.
And you know what? And this goes to my next point that I wanted to make. Piggybacking on what Keith was saying, how our characters can butt heads because there's a classism thing going on. Dez and Reggie are they're very similar, but their relationship reminds me of Reggie is the one who made it out the hood, and he comes back to play basketball on Saturdays. And the difference between him and Dez is Reggie drives down to the hood in a Mercedes Benz and leaves in his Mercedes Benz. Dez walks.
Oh hell no!
But respectfully,
Dez leaves the park and goes back to his house.
But
he's also
his
good.
success.
Yeah,
Dez resents Reggie.
Okay, anyway.
I think okay.
Now, Reggie, what were you saying, Reggie?
Dez resents me for my success. I have risen up.
But Reggie also resents the fact that Dez is content.
Yes, Reggie thinks that he's happy where he's at and doesn't want more for himself. And we do find out in the play that Dez wants more for himself. But
Definitely.
Reggie
And he's
doesn't know
building.
that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Reggie will never know that.
Reggie's building. Look, so I would actually put it to put it in somewhat of an analogy as like a mountain, right? So like Reggie is at the top of his mountain, so to speak, but Dez is definitely building as well. He's on his way to making his life his own as well. And I think it's two different people meeting at the same road in different times of their life, and that's where the conflict arises from. It's not understanding, one thinking that he forgot where he came from, another one thinking that he's not thinking up to his potential. But they're literally both doing this. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for cleaning that up for me.
Of course, yeah, got you. Listen, what happened was it's just bleeding of characters. This is what Reggie and Dez do all throughout the show. They bicker, they go back and forth. It's great. Yeah.
Y'all better listen to Stephanie. She said clean it up, and I see that you did, Mr. Director. And also, my takeaway from that banter was sometimes a person wants more for another person than they want for themselves. And I've experienced it in life. And you sometimes have to back up and say, hey, I want this for you, but you don't. So do you. And however you do you, I'm still going to love you. I'm going to respect you. Why are you looking like that?
No, I'm
You
thinking.
okay?
No, I was just thinking because Reggie has leadership. Dez is seeking ownership, and even though they're similar, this is where the clash happened. It just clicked on me just now. Continue. That's all.
Yeah.
Reggie is leadership. Dez is ownership. That's all.
Sometimes you're saying the same thing, you just saying it a different way. You want the same thing, you just have a different way of doing it, and it does cause people to bump heads. That's everyday life. That's on the job. That's in plays. That's in the bedroom. That's in church. That's everywhere. You want the same thing.
And if I can kind of just jump off of you, Warren, that's what's so special about this play when you all come to see it, is that it is truly grounded in reality. When you come and you watch, you are in that space. You are in that stamping factory in 2008 at the time of the show when it's happening, experiencing what these people are experiencing when you come and see. So for sure.
Gotcha. Roxanne Hester said, this play is about to be as good, if not better, than the dialogue of y'all's characters. So she's impressed already.
Roxanne, you ain't never lied.
And somebody has just seconded that emotion. Not motion, but emotion. Stephanie seconded that. So again, people, this play is going to be powerful. It's going to be one that's going to change your life. Come out, support your people. Support your people. They work very hard. They've already told you. They made sacrifices. And, hey, it's something to do. You ain't doing nothing. Get off the couch. Lay your baby hair down, put on your good unit, beat your face, as they say, put on some clothes, feel good, take a bath, and come on out. Support the cast of Skeleton Crew. I mean, why wouldn't you? It just makes sense. Now, we do have our stage manager and we have our director here. And I've been asked before, like, what do you do as a director? What do you do as a stage manager? So if you guys could please share, like, what your roles are that you serve in these capacities. DeAndre went away.
I love him. I love him so much.
Okay.
I'll go first.
That was not purposeful. I apologize. So
I love him so much.
That's hilarious. Stop it. Yeah, so I was just talking to my wife and my kids. I just didn't want y'all to hear all of that. But basically, the director, I basically help the actors get to what the show is about, the overall vision. Me and the stage manager works very closely to making sure that the show comes alive. And being the eye, because I like to believe that the actors, they are their own creatives, and they're the ones that do the groundwork, that do all the work that you'll see. And so we just help shape it into the beautiful statue that we know is going to be. And that's that. So, for sure.
Good deal. And our stage manager, Ms. Bernard?
So as a stage manager, it is my job to ensure that everyone's needs are met and understood when it comes to putting this project together. I'm also time management. I'm a stickler on time.
Woo! Yes, she is.
And Warren, we have worked together. I've stage managed for a production that you were in the past. I'm very much an advocate for my actors. I will make sure that they are not overworked. But also,
She
I'm
worked
a
for the
second pair
union.
of eyes for my director. Some things that he may not see, it's my responsibility to bring to his attention. But it's also, as a director, once we move into tech week, typically their job is done. So once we start tech, it is also my job to make sure that the actors adhere to my director's vision, and that those visions do not get changed. I also am the liaison for other production team members. I have a costumer, I have a set designer, I have a sound guy, I have a tech guy, that I'm also responsible for making sure they have the things that they need to get their jobs done so that this production can come together full circle. It's not just the 5 people that you're gonna see on stage. I also have 2 assistant stage managers that work with me as well. So it's a lot. And like I said, it's my job to make sure that everybody has what they need to get their job done. And then it's also my job to ensure that the director's vision comes together between the team of us, the production team. So.
Perfect. And if you don't know, actually, there was a comment that stated, "Wash, laugh out loud, don't come rank in the place." Now, that's a joke, but seriously, don't, because I mentioned about making sure that you take a bath. So yeah, please make sure that you do that. Please make sure that you do that. It's
You will
important.
definitely get to know your neighbor in the space.
Okay. Intimate
So
space.
we are performing in a black box. So yes, be mindful of that. Our actors won't be mic'd. So, and they are aware of that because I'm constantly yelling in rehearsals. Projection. Projection. But but it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be. I'm excited.
Okay. And for those that don't know, I actually have ADD. There's somebody that's on this call that has a TV on, and if you would please mute it, because it's very. It stopped. Thank you. All right. All righty. So actually, these are all of my questions that I have. I do know that there are Little Rock should be aware there are other projects that will kind of carry us out through the rest of the year. So we're bringing entertainment for you through different entities here in Arkansas. There's one that I'm working on myself, and there's some others that are going on. So make sure to be on the lookout when those announcement hits. Make sure you go get your tickets. I don't want nobody saying, "Man, I wish I could." No, there's no excuse. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now.
One weekend only.
One weekend only. All this hard work, so people, make sure that you come out August 10th through the 13th. You can come every day if you want to. 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th if you want to, but make sure that
I don't mind.
Make sure you get your tickets. That's what I'm stressing.
Is Roxanne still here?
Roxanne is. I think she is. Let's see. All right, Roxanne, are you still here? Oh, Roxanne.
Roxanne, did Roxanne leave us? Let me see who else. Stephanie already purchased tickets, but I'm gonna have a gift for Stephanie when she comes to see the show. Who else is in here?
Oh, she's here. Roxanne is
Roxanne
here.
said, "I am."
Roxanne. Okay, Roxanne, let me put my email address in the chat real quick. I want you to email me some information. So send me an email and then I'll email you back the information I need from you. I'm gonna give you 2 tickets to I would prefer you come opening night. The only thing I ask is that you leave a review of the show. If you can't come opening night, that's fine. I understand, but I definitely want to give you some tickets to the show. Warren, I will also be sending you 2 tickets to the show. I have your email address already.
Oh wow! Thank you.
All righty, there you go. Can y'all see that? My email, Roxanne, can you see my email in the chat?
I don't see it as of yet.
Let me see.
Oh, it's a private chat mode.
Oh, was it a hold on.
Oh yeah, our chat is yeah.
Okay, copy comments. So go there. Gotcha. Join the chat.
There it is. Is it your? Oh no, she sent you her email address.
Oh Lord, it's trying to make me log in.
So listen,
YouTube.
there it is, right
Now,
there.
see, I'm
Lord,
lost.
that is her email.
I did it for you.
Thank you. Thank you. So
Yeah, correct. I got you.
Faces of Mo.
Listen. There it is. Faces of Mo at outlook.com. Yeah. So Roxanne, shoot me an email and I will send you some tickets.
Congratulations, Roxanne. Woo! Fantastic. All righty, people. That's all that I have. Is there anything else that you guys would be interested in adding? I see Keith has his Baptist scooter up. Go ahead.
Just one more thing. This is an all-black casting crew. So the representation you see on stage represents what's off stage. I think that's very important.
Yeah.
So I just want everybody to know that this is an all-black casting crew. We doing the thing.
Written by a black playwright as well. So yeah.
Written by a black woman.
Oh wow.
Black woman. There we go. Yeah, for sure.
That's right.
And you may have some people say, well, why is that important? Because for so many years, our stories were not told. The stories that were told, that were whitewashed. We were not, in leadership. So that's why that's important. Those people that may have something to say that's not important, I beg to differ. And you can meet me outside my house, catch me outside. We can talk about it. I ain't gonna fight. I got a career. I ain't gonna fight you, but we can definitely talk about it. So for that person, they say, why is it important? That is why. Now is our time. We're getting it. So again, people, make sure that you come out August 5th through the 13th. It's going to be in the Black Box Theater at Pulaski Tech, 3000 West Scenic Drive in North Little Rock, Arkansas. You don't know how to get there? Email facesofmo at outlook.com. Get me out.
.com?
Yeah, .com. Or just simply ask Google or Alexa, and they will definitely get you. Casting.
And that Sunday is a 2:30 matinee. So don't, because all the other shows are the same time, but that Sunday is different. So just be mindful of that if you come on Sunday. It's not gonna be the same time as the other shows.
Perfect.
Because by 7:30 we ain't gonna be there on Sunday. I see that.
We're gonna be cleared out.
Clear that. So, people, I'm honored that you guys have joined me here at the potluck table. It's been fun. It's been exciting. I wish we had real food because, like I stated earlier, that I am starving. But it's always an honor to be around such artistic people. They have different visions, different goals, and I see the grind and how hard we work, how much we sacrifice, and how much it builds character. So we're on that escalator that I talked about earlier, and we're just going higher and higher and higher. And if you happen to make it to the top before I do, reach down for your brother. And if I have to be up there before you get there, I'm definitely going to reach down and pull you up right there. Because the only way to move is up. That's it. So if there's anything else, brother director or stage manager or any cast member that you'd like to share with the public audience, or not, we can call it a night.
Come see the show, please.
Come to the show. So again, there you have it. I am Warren L. Jr., the host of the soon-to-be international webcast entitled The Potluck. And remember, here at the Potluck, we bring whatever you eat. As you saw, we had some greens today. We had some potato salad. We had some fried chicken. We had some cornbread. And I don't know why.
Where is it at?
Fruit cocktail. You should have brought some of that oxtail. What did you make? Ramen or something? She could have bought some of that pasta that she makes, but she did. But she did bring herself, and that's enough. She bought her skill, and she bought 4 tickets. I got 2 tickets. Roxanne got 2 tickets for it, guys. We're definitely appreciative of that. So today is Friday Eve. So enjoy the rest of your evening and enjoy your Friday, especially. And remember this right here, our appetizer, which will now be our dessert. Separation for elevation. You have to let some people and things go so you can go to the next level. And remember your book of kebab. It's up to you later to go up or down. And you choose. That being said, I'm out, people. Thanks for joining us at the table. And I will see y'all when you're on the stage. All righty. Have a good night.
Bye.
I'm feeling.
Bye bye.